some of her fresh herbs, you know,
I
some
see
of the
how it is.
basil
You
and
might
some
want to keep an
truffle.
eye on that.
In the little household. Yeah, excellent.
Trying to get the cat high.
Well,
Well,
it's fun to watch. Oh, sorry.
no, that's okay. Welcome to another edition of BeerAmerica.tv. I'm Paul Leone with John Pinkerton. And somebody who's not been in an episode in quite a while.
Yeah, I've been. Oh, sorry.
David Little is back joining us.
You know, our travels have not corresponded.
No, we're all over the
so I'm
country
glad to be
actually
here.
with the three of us.
Cheers.
Well, these two in Georgia, but me still in Texas. But you know, I come here just to be with these guys and try great beer. So, for this week, we all brought some beers
Because
to the table.
he's too cheap to pay for us to go to Texas to try good beer out there.
Well, we get the show on the air, then you guys are flying you to Texas.
Big budget operation.
Yeah, huge.
Got the Beer America TV airplane also.
Exactly. I got T-shirts, which John got for us. So you know, through a connection that David knew. I don't know. Somehow there was a weird connection. These guys got us T-shirts. So anyway, here we are, and you brought some good beers to the table. Tell us what you got today.
Well, luckily I've kind of been collecting since I haven't been on any of the episodes lately. I've just
been
a couple of
storing.
things I've been
That's what we do,
storing up, so.
right?
Well, one of the ones that Founders is. Oh,
See, there it is.
there we go.
Right there.
Love this brewery, and I mean, for a long time, all I knew was kind of famous for their Kentucky stout or their breakfast stout,
Okay.
which is a coffee oatmeal stout, which is amazing. And then they have their Kentucky breakfast, which then they age it in bourbon barrels. This stuff is liquid sex, if you'll excuse the expression.
Nice.
It is just delicious. So, but anyway, I've been collecting some of their other stuff, and this is
for you. That's great.
this is called Cerise. This is their. I'm not a big fruit beer guy.
Yeah.
But this one is nice. This one's cherry.
Okay.
Like
a little
I
cherry.
should be pouring it here.
There we go. A little further away with the camera, but that looks, it's not really cherry in color.
No, but they use cherries, if I remember correctly, in about 5 different times during fermentation. So I'm assuming there's some in the boil, and you need a little bit more of that.
Oh, thanks, sure.
Oh, really?
Some in the boil, and then maybe some. Well, it says during fermentation, so maybe it's only
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, see, I expected bigger.
Well,
But it's there.
Well, this is one of the reasons I wanted to bring this one is, we were talking, one of the episodes you guys did.
Oh, yeah,
while I was
now
away.
it's good, yeah.
I was talking about trends, beer trends. And one of the trends that's really big right now is local. And the Founders guys used to make, I think it was a raspberry beer. But those raspberries were coming from, all over the world except for Michigan, which is where Founders is. But 75% of the cherries are produced in about 2 hours from the brewery. So they said, well, we're going to just start making the cherry beer. And
That is really nice.
That is nice.
I was expecting more off the nose. I'm like, well, it's not going to have a big cherry taste. But what kind of, it tastes.
they're
It has
sour
those-
cherries.
Yeah,
It's-
the tart.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It reminds me a little bit
Of the
of
Dark
New
Creek?
Glarus, but without the acid.
Right.
Like
right,
this.
Right.
This isn't a.
There's a little more malt back to this.
Is there any funky fermentation going on here? Is
I
it
don't
just
think
like a
so.
straight beer with
Yeah, it's just a
sour
straight,
cherries?
Yeah, straight beer
Yeah, it's
fermentation.
it's a very nice flavor.
The Dark Creek that we did, would that be similar? With New Belgium, we did Dark Creek. Remember that?
That one probably
It's got a
had
little
some
funk.
acid to it.
Okay.
Some acid-loving bacteria contributing to the
And this
fermentation.
wouldn't.
No, I think this is just
Wow.
a straight beer. Yeah. No, it comes out once a year. It comes out in March. So I a couple months or a month or so ago, I bought up what I could.
Oh, man, it's hard not to just.
It's really good. For right now,
look at that
right now in Savannah, even though we're kind of at the end of spring, it's already gotten kind of hot and a little humid. But
What's the ABV?
it's not high. What is
ABV.
It's
It
like
doesn't really.
6?
It doesn't say on it.
I thought
Oh,
I-
yes, it does. I'm sorry. 6.5.
Yeah.
Very nice. A cherry
Approaching
fermented
sessionable.
ale.
It's kind of a Shirley Temple for adults.
A not so Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
One of the things that I love about beers that have some component of that acidity is that it has that sort of lemonade effect. It has that,
Right.
that thing that sort of pulls and makes you
Want
want
another-
to drink more, which is not always a great thing, but it's certainly desirable for getting your consumers to
And what-
buy and drink your beer.
What would be like? I've had like cherry lambics. What's the difference between that and?
That's going to have that acid,
acid.
fermentation component,
Right,
the
so
lactobacillus,
little bit
pediococcus, something that's
Puckering
going
in the
to
back and
produce lactic acid as a result of the fermentation.
Yeah, really, I think all the tart that's in here is from the cherry itself,
Yeah.
not from any bacteria or wild yeast.
That is excellent.
lovely.
And where's Founders out of?
Michigan, Grand Rapids.
Wow. So we've got Founders
Yeah,
and we've
I mean-
got Bell's. It's two mighty fine
Yeah.
breweries. I'm
A
sure
lot
there
of
are
great
many.
beers coming out of
Yeah, well, New Holland's
Michigan
up
now.
there. Yeah, New Holland,
Wow.
Jolly Pumpkin. Yeah, they're doing some really fun stuff up there. And it's started by a couple of homebrewers.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
cheers.
Outstanding.
Yeah, go homebrewers.
Wow. Well, thanks for bringing Founders.
My pleasure.
I'll have to look for this in Texas. I
Dude,
probably
dude.
can't get that either, along with anything
I don't know
else.
if they're in Texas or not.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I mean, anybody out there, I mean, if you haven't tried the breakfast stout or the Kentucky breakfast stout, when it comes to your market, buy up everything that you can and send it to me. I'll take care of it for you.
Yeah.
That's good.
There you
I
go.
saw that one coming.
David at beeramerica.tv. Yeah, exactly. Very nice.
Man, I could drink a lot of this.
Yeah, me too.
It would
Cheers,
take
guys.
discipline
Delicious.
to-
Delicious.
So it's called Founders Cerise, or what is it?
Cerise?
Cerise. Founders
Cherries.
Cerise.
Yeah.
Cherries. Excellent.
Send more.
Yeah, send more. Yeah, please. We'll do more Founders. Absolutely. Paul at beeramerica.tv.
Pink at beeramerica.tv.
David at beeramerica.tv.
Oh, good to have you back.
Yeah, well,
Cheers,
it's
gentlemen.
good being here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Outstanding. Wow.
We have one more bottle too. Yum.
I saw that. Good for you. Yeah, always bring two. Nice. That's really
It's
nice.
it's like so thirst quenching. It's actually one of the perfect Savannah flavors.